There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow! Attack, attack! It's just me and you 61. Matchbox.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Attack, attack! 57's run! Oh, 57's a mark.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Yellow! Mike, number 53! Mike, 53! 15.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go, D. Big series. Move, fellas. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Mahomes going to throw. Allen's got it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is complete. It's Allen. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use.
Under team, 43.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Orleans Darkwa taking it in. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready. 51. SOS.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go. 60 out.
To throw on second and 6. Bridgewater under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw is Bridgewater. Finding Gabriel, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
49ers, first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
All day, every day, any day. Slam, let's go, slam.
This is Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Keep playing
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On third down, Bridgewater. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Davante Adams there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
This is intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Buddy up. Fight 51, Mike 51.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get over.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go now. 52. Hey, come on. 52 is the mark. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. That's it. 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And that's complete to Adams. A very solid gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Buying time to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tyler Newsome now. It's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, it's Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run for Johnson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Yellow. There's a lot, 80. Yellow. Check the tag attack.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
43.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, that's him. Let's go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Bridgewater to throw it. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. It's caught here by Adams. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Jacobs now. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
From the gun, Bridgewater. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hey, watch the leg.
53's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
I got you. I got you.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Wild Bill. Switch.
To the air again with Bridgewater. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, let's get there. Alert 3.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Seibert on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Right on this one. Right on this one. Right.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught. Humphreys. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
3 down, 3 down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 6-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, come on. Fast. It's a party now. It's a party now. Mike 50, Mike.
Here's Bridgewater. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they work this out past the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Josh Jacobs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Kerryon Johnson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, A little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Mike 51, Mike 50.
He can't hang. He's not going to get running.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, 15.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Yellow. Go on, 80. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Back to throw. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play, because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. He's checking.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Fire on these two. Fire on these two. Hey, Ridway.
The outside. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's been a long day for you. 53's the Mike.
To throw is Mahomes. Underneath for Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Undercrunch.
Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us.